inter-party communication between India and China. The meet comes in the backdrop of the China's claim over India's Shaksgam Valley. It also is the first political exchange between India and China since 2020. Galwan clash where 20 Indian soldiers were killed. Congress leader Pawan Khera accused the BJP of double standards, even as the Chinese delegation also met senior Congress leader Salman Khurshid earlier today.
बीजेपी ने गिरगिट को भी एक रंग सिखा दिया। जिन्हें लाल आंखें दिखानी थी, उनके लिए लाल कारपेट बिछा दिया। हमें यह दिक्कत नहीं है कि चीन की सीपीसी, कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ चाइना के लाइजॉन डिपार्टमेंट के जो शीर्ष डेलीगेशन है, उनका स्वागत कल बीजेपी के मुख्यालय में हुआ। हमें इस बात की दिक्कत नहीं है। जब बीजेपी विपक्ष में थी तब भी लगातार इनसे मिलती थी, वहां जा जाकर मिलती थी। दिक्कत है भाजपा के दोगलेपन से, दोहरेपन से, ढोंग से, मक्कारी से। दिक्कत इससे है। अरे साहब एमओयू हो गया, 10 साल से बोलते रहे एमओयू हो गया, एमओयू हो गया, और खुद देखिए क्या कर रहे हैं।
The CPC's delegation also visited the RSS headquarters in Delhi to meet Sangh's General Secretary Dattatreya Hospole. Here's a reaction from the Congress leader Supriya Srinath.
आज की ताजा खबर के मुताबिक नरेंद्र मोदी चीनी कंपनियों से वो बैन हटाने जा रहे हैं जिसके चलते चीनी कंपनी सरकारी ठेकों, सरकारी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में भाग नहीं ले सकती थी। एक बार बैन हट गया, फिर धड़ल्ले से सरकारी ठेकों में ये घुसेंगे चीनी। इसी चीन के चलते गलवान में हमारे 20 जाबाजों की शहादत हुई थी। इसी चीन को क्लीन चिट देते हुए नरेंद्र मोदी ने बिना पलक झपकाए झूठ बोलकर कहा था कोई घुसा हुआ नहीं है। इसी चीन के लोगों को नरेंद्र मोदी ने दोनों हाथों से वीजा बांटा और उसको इलेक्ट्रॉनिक सेक्टर में घुसकर निवेश करने दिया गया। यह बात करते थे चीन को लाल आंख दिखाने की। अरे छोड़िए, चीन का नाम तक तो ले नहीं पाते। यह है नरेंद्र मोदी की असलियत। अमेरिका के सामने मिमियाएंगे, चीन के सामने गिड़गिड़ाएंगे और अपने आप को विश्व गुरु कहलवाएंगे।
Now, BJP has repeatedly attacked the Congress party for the latter's meeting with the Chinese officials. Let me play out that picture. This became politicized. They accused the Congress of signing an MOU. Congress has denied allegation of coercion made by the BJP over a 2008 image which shows Rahul Gandhi signing the document in the presence of Sonia Gandhi and Xi Jinping. In fact, the BJP has responded to Congress as well, mentioning this same image. The BJP said it held a formal meeting with the Chinese delegation openly, given their improved relations between New Delhi and Beijing, unlike the Congress, which it alleged secretly signed a memorandum of understanding with the neighboring country's ruling party. With the BJP meeting the Communist Party in the backdrop of the Shaksgam Row, the big question that emerges is that, is it a correct time? Is it right diplomacy? Can we trust Chinese when they are aggressively expanding and challenging India's sovereignty? Can we really have a deeper conversation with them, or is it just a fallout of the Trump's erratic tariff that we witness today? Now, on this issue, I'm joined by Sharat Trivedi, spokesperson BJP, Dr. Pooja Tripathi, spokesperson Congress Party, Advocate Nikhil Jain, political analyst, and subsequently I'll be joined by Xavier Rodriguez, founder and editor-in-chief, Goa Chronicle. Let me straight away go to first opening statement I'll take from Sharat Trivedi. Sir, the BJP went hammer and tongs against Congress when they met Xi Jinping and other party leaders. Why has this meeting taken place after Galwan?
First of all, we have got the government to deal with the politics with the other country, whichever one it is. In this matter, there has been a courtesy call from either side. We had members from Vietnamese Communist Party coming to India. We had Nepalese Prime Minister coming to the BJP headquarters. We had recently, the last person to visit was before this Chinese delegation was the Mauritius Prime Minister Sri Ramgoolam, who visited the BJP headquarters. We also visit other countries, and similarly the case when the foreign dignitaries come. Even today, they go and meet the Congress party. The Vietnamese delegation went to meet the Congress party. The Communist delegation from China went to meet the Congress party chief. That is not a problem. The problem is when you go to the Chinese embassy at dead night and have some kind of meeting, we don't know what. You take 1.5 crores from the Chinese, and then in the morning when the press asks you, what happened? Did you visit that? He says no. And then the Chinese ambassador himself says that yes, Mr. Rahul Gandhi did come to meet us. That is where the problem lies. Meeting has no problem. These are courtesy meetings. These are, including in the better understanding of the ideas, values, and systems in the two countries to get better relations in the two countries. It has nothing to do with signing any document or signing any agreement with that. That is the government which does it.
Okay.
So, as a political party, it's a very normal thing. In every country, we do it. When Honorable Prime Minister went to US, he went to meet the opposition leaders from the Democratic Party. And when it's the Democratic Party which is ruling, then they go and meet the Republican Party in US. That's normal. They are fishing in waters which they have themselves muddied. Who gave the Pakistan-occupied Kashmir and Aksai Chin and Shaksgam Valley to the Chinese and Pakistanis? Who refused to join the Security Council because of which we don't have a seat in Security Council because Chacha Nehru said that we don't want it, we want the Chinese to go there first. When it was twice offered, once in 1950 by the Americans and second time in 1954 by the Russians. There lies the problem. There's some kind of an agreement between the Congress and the Chinese Communist Party which doesn't come out. We have had no agreement. We are very clear about it.
Okay. Dr. Tripathi, Chinese delegation also met Salman Khurshid. Today, Congress did a huge press conference on this issue. But ultimately, your party leader also met the Chinese delegation. Why didn't he say no to them if you wanted to take a moral high ground? Can you please unmute yourself, ma'am?
Kartikeya, they met Salman Khurshid, and is Salman Khurshid part of the government? I think first of all, Bharatiya Janata Party should make a clear distinction between do they have a problem with Communist Party of China or they don't have it. Because, you know, today Shaksgam Valley has been claimed by Chinese and government has completely turned a blind eye to it. It's the same Chinese government, you know, which murdered our 20 soldiers in Galwan. Is the same Chinese government 8 months into, you just talked about the 2008 incident, 8 months into Operation Sindhu, Lieutenant General Rahul Singh said that we were fighting war at two fronts, one at Pakistani and the bigger front was Chinese. China was supplying the HQ-9 air missile air defense system. China was supplying the PL-15. Pakistan. China was supplying the real-time information to Pakistan when Operation Sindoor was ongoing. China is denying visas to Arunachalis. China is going on record. The foreign ministry official is saying that this valley is part of, we are free to create infrastructure there. And we have, unprecedented level of trade deficit with China. But we'll not say anything to China. We'll open the doors of government contracts to China. We'll hammer and tongs against Congress party. Ki, Arey, koi secret MOU. He was just talking about 1.4 crores Chinese company, 12 Chinese companies donated close to 100 crores in PM Cares fund, but nothing. Hum Chinese patake, Chinese light ban kare, but government will go on and have trade with China. And that's what our problem is. This is not a foreign policy, it's like a marathon, Kartikeya. It's not an election jumla, the way the foreign policy is being handled. We don't have any problem with the Communist Party meeting, Bharatiya Janata Party and RSS. But the problem is you have to have, nationalism can't be outsourced to conveniences, we are saying. This is the same China which is aggressively, infringing our borders and claiming our territory as theirs. But no, you will meet and there's no, where are the minutes of meetings? Why did you discuss? Did you discuss the trade deficit? Did you discuss why were you actively supporting Pakistan? Did you discuss the Arunachal Pradesh visa issue? Did you discuss your ingression in Pangong? So did you discuss the bridge that is being constructed in Pangong? So nothing. You are just having tea party with a with a country that is a bigger adversary to us than Pakistan. And then you come back and say that Rahul Gandhi ne MOU signed kiya.
Okay. Point taken. It's happening after 5 years after Galwan, and it's happening after Operation Sindhu, where China was openly assisting Pakistan. I'm also joined by Savio. Thank you, Savio. I'm also joined by Advocate Nikhil Jain. But it's time for a short break. I really need to take it, but I'll be back. And my question to both Nikhil and Savio would be: was it avoidable?
With Skoda Supercare and growing network across 180 plus cities, you never drive alone.
Skoda.
Okay, let me straight away go to Advocate Nikhil Jain. Nikhil, was this meeting avoidable? So should Salman also met the BJP delegation?
No, so Kartikeya, what I believe is that it is actually great that the two largest political parties of the country are opening dialogue with political parties, important political parties of the region and the world at large. And I don't think the meeting should have been avoided. I'm glad that the BJP met them. I'm glad that the Congress met them. What is avoidable in my view is the cheap politicking that the BJP did, the absolute show of hypocrisy ki hum kare to chamatkar, aap kare to atyachar. When the Congress party was meeting Chinese Communist Party while they were in government, somehow it was wrong. When they're meeting while they're in opposition, somehow it's wrong. But when the BJP meets them while they're in opposition and then in government, it is somehow right. See, I believe that no matter the fact, the kind of adversarial relation we have with China, it is no secret that China has been acting against our national interests for a long time, as does Pakistan. But that doesn't mean that we should close dialogue. Let's be fair, let's be real, that diplomacy is the way forward. Just pulling out tanks and guns and missiles and fighter jets is not going to cut it. You have to talk, you have to reach a common ground, whether we like China or not. The fact is they are our neighbors. We have to live and move in the world with them. It is great that dialogue is happening, but the problem becomes when dialogue, which happened during the Congress in 2008, is somehow used to portray the Congress as an anti-national, pro-China, pro-communist and whatnot sort of a party. But when the BJP does it, it's completely fine. That is my problem. The hypocrisy is my problem. And I think that is exactly the point that the Congress is raising right now.
Okay, Savio, your opening comments.
Well, I have the unique disposition to be the gentleman who took the Congress to the Supreme Court over the MOU that was signed in 2008 with the ILD CPC. And I'm going to have the same problem with the BJP as well. Now, the reason why I took them to court and the reason why I continue to raise the alarm of ILD CPC is because it is the foreign covert agency of the Chinese Communist Party. It positions itself as an active arm of the Communist Party of China, but its actual role is that of political intelligence and political influence, social influence, media influence. It is one of the reasons I raised the concern when Congress signed the MOU in 2008, because that MOU was never made public. The same concern I have with the BJP right now. The BJP right now has gone and done exactly the same thing that the Congress has done. The ILD CPC is one of the most dangerous organizations, foreign covert organizations. This is not said by me. 4 other foreign governments had highlighted this, including the US and 3 other European countries, on the behavior of the foreign covert agency of the Communist Party of China. Today, I don't understand what is the compulsion of the BJP to do exactly what the Congress has done as far as developing relationships with them are. Yes, I do understand diplomacy is one aspect of it, but Congress also did party-to-party engagement with the ILD CPC, and that itself was wrong because they are a foreign covert intelligence arm of it. Now, if it was done government to government, I can understand. It cannot be done party-to-party, and that's where the problem is. Because when a party signs up with a foreign covert intelligence agency or interacts with a foreign covert intelligence agency, you do have a question mark coming. And as a journalist and as a citizen, I certainly am very wary of the ILD CPC because I know how they work. The Chinese agents in India are estimated to be around 50,000 different agents of different organizations, including the ILD CPC. So I don't understand what is BJP doing with it right now. It's extremely shocking for somebody like me who took them to court to find out what the MOU was. Until today, the government has not been able to find out what was in that MOU.
Okay. Mr. Trivedi, your response to it?
First of all, we are only talking about something which happened covertly. There was this agreement, a covert agreement, which nobody knows what it was, There was this chief of a political party who goes to meet the Chinese Communist Party, Chinese embassy at dead night. There's no problem in meeting at night, but in the morning when the press asks that, did you go and meet him? He says, no, he probably has got too many businesses up front, so he doesn't know where did he go last night. He said, I didn't go. Then the Chinese ambassador testifies that, yes, he did come. Then he says, yes, now I remember that I had gone to the Chinese embassy last night. There is what lies the problem. And I'm very happy that my friend Savio has come out with this information that 50,000 Chinese agents are operating in India. He must share it with the intelligence agencies in India.
I have.
They got more accurate information than our intelligence agencies, and this is a very crucial piece of information that must be shared with them so that we can round up all these 50,000 agents in India. We are only talking about something which happens in a covert manner, which they are trying to hide, and then they take 1.5 crores from the Chinese embassy.
But the ILD,
what
sir,
did they get that money for? We did not take money from the Chinese embassy. We had a broad daylight discussion, which is a normal thing to do within two political parties. It's a very normal thing that you go and meet. We go and meet abroad. They come and meet our political party. They meet the government, and then they meet the political party. For politics, for the politics and the government to government exchange, you have got elected government to do that. When you come to a political party head office, it's a courtesy call, trying to understand each other in a better way, trying to understand the democratic forces operative in our country. We tell them about our operations. They tell us about how the political system happens there. There's nothing covert about it, and we did not take any money from any political party abroad or government abroad to run our show in India.
Okay, I'll come to you, Savio, first. Nikhil and then Savio.
See, first of all, Kartikeya, I really believe that there's nothing bad with engagement. What is bad is pandering. So that on an odd day, you say that we are going to boycott all Chinese goods. On an even day, the closest industrialist to you is tying up with the largest EV manufacturer in China and trying to capture the Indian EV market. I think that is wrong. So if the CCP representatives met the BJP and they just had a discussion and understood each other as very humbly Mr. Trivedi tries to portray it, I don't have a problem. But if tomorrow the government says we are going to allow more of Chinese imports, we are going to allow more of interaction and trade relations with China, there I'll see a problem. And so far as Congress then Vice President Rahul Gandhi meeting the Chinese ambassador is concerned, I would ask Mr. Trivedi to show a single statement, news report or anything where Rahul Gandhi denied meeting the ambassador. Rahul Gandhi never denied it. There were questions raised. There was no confirmation or denial from Rahul Gandhi or his office. And eventually Rahul Gandhi said, yes, it is my job to make different ambassadors and high commissioners and understand what is happening in the region. And that is what I did. And there's nothing wrong with that. As I'm highlighting for the BJP as well, they can meet CCP. Nothing wrong with that. I just hope that they don't start pandering to the CCP or the Chinese.
Okay.
I'm sorry?
Okay, he said, Savio says it's a political agency. It's a Sharadji, I'll just come to you. Very quickly, Savio, then Pooja, and then I'll take a closing comment from Sharadji. Yeah.
See, my problem with both the political parties is this. They are not meeting CPC. They are meeting the International Liaison Department of CPC. And that is a foreign covert agency of the Communist Party of China. It's as simple as that. They are not meeting the presidents or secretaries. They are meeting the ILD representatives. And that is a foreign covert intelligence agency. Now, obviously, they're going to do it party to party because that's the cover they have been taking even with the Congress. That's the same cover they used with the Congress, that the MOU was a party-to-party exchange. Is that what the BJP is going to sign as well?
Okay. So,
and that is where I have a problem.
So, Pooja, if I go by Savio, did your party end up meeting foreign covert intelligence agency in 2008?
Of course, there's a photograph of that.
Party. And this one, first of all, I want to debunk this Manohar Kahaniya कि राहुल गांधी निकले उन्होंने कहा मैंने नहीं मिले. He must have forgot or दूसरे दिन paper Chinese ambassador. I think we should refrain from using this Manohar Kahaniya. The pictures are out there. Everything is out there. And when it's very cute that Bharatiya Janata Party is saying कि Savio 50,000 covert people are there. Chinese agents are covering
50,000 crore.
As if the NSA
50,000
doesn't know this. As if these people don't know this. You need a Xavier Rodriguez to tell you. And just after meeting it, I am sure it was just a cultural exchange, ideas, values and everything. And we have not taken a single money while the PM Cares Fund boasts of 100 crore being taken by 12 Chinese
Okay, just let me bring back the discussion to the important issue, which is close to me as an anchor, and I think that's where this conversation should go. Mr. Trivedi, if you look at the relationship in terms of people to people, the perception of Indians, Bharatiya, it's very clear that time and time China has been betraying India. Despite the fact that at the highest level, Indian Prime Ministers cutting across parties have tried to assuage the feeling, but most of them, many of them, 100% of them have been backstabbed, despite their best efforts. Prime Minister Modi did Wuhan, even then, the Chinese did, they ended up doing Galwan. Operation Sindhu, in the press conference, it was right there, we were told that Chinese were helping Pakistanis. Do you think that it was really necessary to have this meeting? The party could have just said, no, sorry, not the time, maybe later. The sentiments are raw.
You see that US is selling C-130 aircraft both to Pakistan and to India. They are selling F-16 fighters to Pakistan. They are selling PI-8 surveillance planes to India. They are selling tanks to Pakistan. They are selling howitzers to India. That doesn't mean we don't talk to the Americans. The French are selling Dauphin-class submarines to Pakistani, then they are selling Scorpion-class submarine to India. It doesn't mean that we don't talk to the French. We are talking to the Germans. They have got huge delegations going to Pakistan. That is a different issue. Here we are talking about a normal people-to-people contact, party-to-party contact. We may be helping other countries, but we are also communicating with the countries that these countries are having conflict with. That is normal diplomacy. In diplomacy, you don't have you don't declare yourself enemy.
But Sharadji, isn't this
want to have an enemy? You just say that the person is an enemy, and he becomes an enemy.
Isn't this a fallout of one simple fact that the foreign policy in last 10 years got consumed for domestic politics? So these questions are on the table. 15 years ago, they were not on the table, sir. To you.
A question to me?
Yes, that was a question to you, sir.
No. We are very open to criticism, but in case we have been, collaborating with these countries or governments, we have the China.
No one is accusing you of collaboration. My question was different, sir. I did not use the word collaboration. I did not use the. I said because foreign policy has been used for domestic politics, that these questions have come up. 15, 20 years ago, they were not there because foreign policy was never consumed like this for domestic politics. That was my question. It was not on collaboration. No.
In 2008 also, during the Mumbai attacks, the Congress party said that we did not take action against Pakistan because it would have helped BJP. That is the level of politicization of policy at that time. Now it is coming out in the open. We have never got the political, the fortune of the country abroad linked with what is happening in the country. We are political parties. We are open to criticism. They should also be open to criticism. We did not take 1 rupee from the Chinese Communist Party or whatever.
So no one is talking about BJP taking any money. Even if you look at no one is talking about BJP taking any money. But the entire concept of the debate was on timing. This was not about money or anything. Just the timing and public sentiments, respecting public sentiments. That's it. Not about money, whether you have met or not. It's immaterial. The whole question, the architecture of my conversation was, could this be avoided? Public sentiment is raw. Very quickly, I need to close the show. Pooja to you and then to Nikhil.
The whole crux is who said terror and talks won't go sit together. Who said कि मेरे रगों में गरम सिंदूर बैठता है? And then Trivedi ji was giving examples of America and US. Did America next day claim that Shaksgam Valley is Chinese and will build infrastructure? Did French denied visas to Arunachal Pradesh? Is America building bridges at Pangong? So no. So when I say that nationalism can't be surrendered for convenience, is exactly the point I'm making.
Okay, Nikhil, to you.
Kartikeya, I just want to point out to your viewers that in this entire conversation, Savio has held his position that such meetings are wrong. Dr. Tripathi and I have said that such meetings are okay, but we have not called the BJP anti-national or pro-China or anything for that. But you have the BJP spokesperson justifying a meeting like this when the BJP does it, but when the Congress does it, somehow the Congress was pandering to domestic politics, somehow the Congress is taking money from China, somehow the Congress is anti-national, and I think this is what the problem is. Dr. Tripathi and I are maintaining a position, as is Savio. Our positions differ, but none of us are saying that the BJP is anti-national, Prime Minister Modi is a terrorist. But the BJP will jump at the first opportunity to call the Congress party, of all the parties in the world, the Congress party that got the independence for this country.
Okay, closing comment from Mr. Trivedi. 30 seconds, sir. I need to close the show, sir.
Well, if a political party has an agreement with a foreign political party, that is a political matter. It should come out in the open. And if you take 1.5 crores from a party of another country to run politics in our, that's a matter of national security, and we must ask questions in that.
Okay. I really run short of time. My personal position is that when sentiments are raw, these meetings are avoidable. So this is all I had on point. I will see you again tomorrow at 7 p.m. Thank you and good night.
इंडिया, ये तेरे लिए, तेरा नाम गूंजे, ये जिद है मेरी।
नए फैसलों के साथ तू आगे बढ़े, ये जिद है मेरी।
तेरे घर सपनों से बने, जिद छे मारी।
तेरे हर इरादे को हौसला मिले, जिद ए अमर।
जब तो बोले तो दुनिया सुने, पिड़ीवादम इन्हें तेयदो।
मेरी कहानी से इंडिया की कामयाबी लिखूं, जिद है साडी। जब आप अपनी तरक्की की जिद पर अड़ते हो, तो इंडिया की जीत होती है। इस जिद में आपके साथ गर्व से है टाटा कैपिटल, जिद तरक्की की।
दूरियां कोई अपनों में ना रहे, दिल में जब उमंग हो, घर है वही जहां सब संग हो, रिश्तों को रंग दो, दुनिया को रंग दो।
Birla Opus Paints.